Hey guys, Tara here, bringing you a 3v3 today. We are on Lienne Forest, playing for today, spawning in the north. We have, DedoStorm as their KW, and his loadout is Breakthrough, Elite Armor, and Fortifications. Alongside him is Duffman, who has Firestorm, Fortifications, and Breakthrough. And finally Ancient, out here on the right, who has Breakthrough, Fortifications, and Firestorm. Seems to be a bit of a trend in these. Seem to like their Breakthrough. Anyway, Blackstorm, as the Soviets, has Soviet Reserve Army, Partisans, and NKVD. Well, this is an interesting engagement. Might have a look at this. Going around to the side of the building with no windows. That shows good map knowledge. Anyway, Red Terror as the Brits. His mobile assaults, special weapons, and Royal Engineer. And finally Sturmpanther as US Forces has tactical support, heavy cavalry, and infantry company. So I covered both these sides sometimes in their team games. History Clan and Duffman at the very least. So two of these three are in the rank 2 4v14, and also we are always at the top of arranged team leaderboards. Pretty hectic stuff going on across the map here. Plenty of action. Looks like one squad of penals came over to help out here on the right, and that's going to lead to a pretty good start for Sturmpanther. Bearing Carrier doing its best here. Just picking away at these squads. Got a truck already out for Duffman. He's gone for 2 units straight into a truck. Makes me think of maybe he's going to try use this. Oh, he's going for a kitten. He's very early a kitten as well. That's so unusual. I suppose there is a Bren carrier and an M3. Which is this being upgraded? No, it's being upgraded with a Minesweeper. Is that a misclick? I think it might be, right? That seems very unusual. I mean, the M3 with the flame is great on this map because there's so many buildings out here on the left-hand side. It makes me think there's probably a misclick, right? Can't be worried about mines this early on in the game. Looks like Duffman's sending a squad over to help here, but still getting outgunned. The Axis. Looks like the Allies have a pretty good hold out here on the right. He's brought up a ambulance for reinforcement, but he couldn't quite stay in there. Couldn't quite hang in there, and now he's getting a bit too aggressive with these penals straight into the Stern Pioneers, and they're getting shredded. Rifleman trying to heal up. Probably needs to bring this squad over here so he can fight these squads a bit more effectively. He's getting all the squads close to the ambulance. Should be able to fend off this. These guys can't really push out of these sandbags too effectively. And it looks like finally the British player has managed to push his way through here thanks to that Vickers and the Bren carrier. But all the Axis players have experienced a slight delay in their progress because they've all got their tech going quite early. So probably, and they're all three of them gone for mid bases. Forward retreat's pretty good on this map. Those retreat paths are quite long. But that being said, the walking stick are also very good on this map. I'm surprised one of them didn't go for the mech truck. But there you go. Allies continue to dominate on the right hand side, and they did get a triple cap briefly. This is a map where the fuels are generally pretty safe and hard to harass. Oh, down goes the M3. So that generally kind of plays into the Axis favour, honestly, when the fuel is quite hard to harass. So perhaps that's why the Allies are going for quite an early strategy, going after those VPs, because they know that in the late game it may be a bit more of a struggle to secure them. And obviously because the fuel is so hard to harass. I mean, what else are you really going to do with all these squads? But the Axis are falling behind. We've got a MG34 coming in now for Ancient. What else? Duffman, MG34. MG34 is all round for the Axis. But this is a pretty big allied blob here. He's using the ambulance with the forward reinforcement, forward healing. This is like, yeah, acting as kind of like a healing half-track here. This is very interesting. And speaking of that, is that a half-track for, what's his name? Sturmpanther? No? Oh, it's a half-track. I thought he perhaps selected his commander and gone for the M5. But he actually isn't quite at 3 CPs. So that's a good old-fashioned lieutenant half-track, which are probably going to help a lot in these engagements, but maybe hard to keep it alive. All those Raketans, they're already running around that were built to counter the M3 and the Bren carrier. Speaking of saying how hard this is to harass the fuel on this map, but somehow DedoStorm made his way down here, managed to neutralize it at the very least. There's a half-track ripping off shells, but these squads don't have far to go because he's upgrading that forward retreat point. Looks like he's trying to avoid retreating until that forward retreat point is done. We're getting in from the side, but not connecting. A few elevation issues and close to max range. And that is a full retreat, but only to the forward retreat point. As I was saying, he was hanging in there until that had completed. So he doesn't have to go all the way back to base with most of those squads, which is a massive benefit. I mean, that's going to save him like a good 40 seconds or so, maybe even more. That is why forward retreat points are so powerful in team games, because these maps are usually so large. Probably Hill 400 is probably the only map that forward retreat points don't really matter that much on, because it's more of like a wide map than a long map. Anyway, there hasn't been much action over this side, I don't feel. There is a mortar pit going up, so it's going quite a defensive position as well, so it's probably going to help in the battle for that VP. Axis have secured that central VP for quite a while now. But the Allies are still winning quite handily in the VP game. Ooh, is that going to be the end of the Vickers? Oh, gets out of there. That was close. I thought that ISG shell that landed there may have been the end, but not quite. Oh, is this going to be the end of the half track? No. Not even close. Oh, just about ran into that satchel with this squad. Got a munitions cache up for Blackstorm, and he's swimming in the munis. I wonder what he's going to go for. I mean, is he going to go for NKVD? I mean, his command choices are very unusual. Doesn't really have that much off in the late game. I suppose he could use marked vehicle, that's rapid conscription, but doesn't have a big bombing run, which would probably come in handy against all these forward bases. Good old-fashioned IL-2 bombing run. Interesting, he's using the forward observer upgrade, or pyrotechnics, which do give a line of sight buff to the sections, which I know is something that Dusty was a big fan of back in his British days.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
But also could come in handy perhaps later in the game. If he goes for the anvil, using those airburst shells like we saw in the game the other day. Quite good at taking down trucks with the Royal Artillery, but I don't think it's not on deck. But even without, I mean, if you get in range to throw the pyrotechnics flares, it will still be just as good with the airburst shells. It's just it's quite hard to do that. Well, the Axis really making good use of their forward retreat points, just inching forwards. Oh, ambulance goes down. And that could spell the end of this control over the right hand side for the Allies here. Oh no, he lost his penals as well. Oh, now he activates his rapid conscription. It's a bit late. It's a bit late for that, man. Could have had a squad of conscripts by now. But that does mean NKVD, which has rapid conscription as well, so clearly that was something Blackstorm wanted to use, but activated it too late. I think he's lost, what, 3 models since it's activated, so he's halfway to a conscript squad, but it's not ideal. What they really needed over here, I know they've got the A half-track, but I think they needed a machine gun as well. I feel like they needed a 50 cal over here, just to get a bit of counter suppression going on. These two continue to battle it out over the left-hand VP. I feel like perhaps the Allies could have just run something into the center here, just like one squad, maybe 2 squads. Won that contest quite easily, but they do seem to be losing these battles, and because they are having to retreat back to their bases at the moment, the Axis are winning these. They're just like inching their way forwards because they have to retreat so much further, the Allies. The squad came all the way forwards to throw an incendiary grenade, and now that mortar pit is in pretty big trouble. 2 squads there for the incendiary grenades. Try to salvage this. This squad's on low. Oof. Sticks around to finish the job. Race about to wear off, and another incendiary grenade coming in. Mortar pit could go down here. You have Rakin coming up. That's going to be a dead mortar pit for sure. And I thought that was a pretty safe position, but as soon as his Vickers got forced off, he got pushed away quite quickly, and that was Duffman coming across. He was on the right, now he's coming across here to take care of that mortar pit. It's some good teamwork from the Axis there. Also facilitated by his forward retreat point. You know, it's not too far from him to go from here, back to here, over to here. As if he went all the way back to base. I mean, we're talking about a much longer run around the map. Interesting to see he went for a bazooka there. What? We haven't seen any live vehicles so far. Also got some tank traps up here, so there's going to be no tanks going through there anytime soon. Incendiary rounds by the MG34, not nearly as scary as the MG42, but They do the job. And there goes that fighting position. Fair propaganda raiding in. Gonna force a few retreats here. Here comes the Sherman to follow up. Takes one Raketen shell. MG, oh man, we got 2 Ober squads now. Oh, don't lose your penals again. Rapid conscription is going early enough this time. Looks like he's got 1 squad of conscripts from that last activation. Oh, he does retreat in the nick of time there. I think he got 1 bar, 1 bazooka. Okay, that's an interesting combo. Sherman trying to get out of there. And looks like he'll be alright. We've got a Katyusha coming in on the forward retreat point, but at that range a lot of scatter. Looks like good reaction times from Duffman. Yeah, in fact, he cancelled his forward retreat point for those Obers, so they weren't running into any issues there. If the King gets decrewed, it's pretty much what the Allies need right now. They need to get rid of those tank guns so they can continue their stronghold on the right hand side, but at the same time they have completely lost this left hand side. Losing that mortar pit was a hammer blow to Red Terror, and he's gone straight for a Firefly, so his anti-infantry capabilities aren't that good right now. Can't really push into these garrisons very effectively. Maybe he's going to use the tulip rockets in max range. Did they? I don't think they fixed that, right? They can still wipe squads and garrisons. Or did they fix that? Maybe they fixed that. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, maybe they did fix that. I don't know. Oh no, Lieutenant, don't die. Doesn't die, but he drops a bar. Can't be picked up. Oh, he's lucky not to have lost that squad there. That was a big old HE shell. Fair propaganda on the Raketen. Oh, he's destroying the cover. That's a very good idea. Destroying the cover so his machine gun has a better line of sight out of this very unusual shaped house. Very narrow. Quite a lot of windows on it. Also using a half track here to forward reinforcements, and perhaps he's going to drop some Vickers for those penals. That's what you usually do in this situation. Does this have veterancy? Oh, it's got proper veterancy now. I remember this used to only have like 1 rank of veterancy back when the Brits were released. Pretty rare that you see it as well. Katyusha from a reasonably close range does alright damage, but only gets 2 models. Okay, Panther taking a bit of damage here. Oh, looks like they may have set off his own mine. That is unfortunate. But the rockets don't quite connect. And the Raketen misses at that range as well. But now with all these LMGs, the Tommy's a lot more effective, starting to gain a bit more map control now. And the Allies do look like they've come across to the centre a bit more. But these Obers, oh no, that's going to be a dead squad. Yep, they're just ripping in. And he does have some Vickers on those penals. But he's got 2 squads perhaps. Oh, don't lose him. He's going to try vault the fence and retreat. Still got a bit of a treacherous retreat past these Vet 5 Volksgrenadiers, and he's got some negative cover perhaps. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, but the suppression comes through from the Bren carrier? Or from the Vickers? It's from the vetted up Vickers all the way over there. Perhaps saving that penal troop squad Look how low that was. If that squad wasn't suppressed, it's quite possible it would have died. Ooh, he's closing in. Looks like he didn't change targets until right then. That's going to be a big grenade. Doesn't quite get the kill. He's closing in with another squad. But they're getting shredded by all those Tommies. Down goes one squad of Obers. Here comes Panthers coming over here. Sherman in big trouble. Take a shot from the Jagdpanzer forward, long range. Panther trying to chase. Panther missing. Anti-tank gun is there. But Lienne gets decrewed. And this is looking pretty grim for Sturmpanther. He's in a bit of trouble over here, getting 2v1'd. And the Soviet player doesn't have much to contribute in these engagements. All he's got are those Katyushas just trying to dish it out to the infantry, which the Allies do now seem to be winning these infantry battles, but they are struggling a bit against the Panthers. Luckily that Sherman did survive though, and he's using both his squads to repair that up first instead of the AA half track, so that is good. But in come the Panthers, and there they go. Like, oh no, that's double Fireflies. Don't want to mess with that. Panthers not that good matchup against Fireflies. Fireflies doing 200 damage per hit. That means 4 hits. They'll kill the Panthers until Panthers hit Vet 2 and get their health bonus. Okay, we have some rapid conscription coming in. We have some P-47 recon run coming in. I was making a bit of a push here. Katyusha reasonably long range barrage here, going after the MG-34 and forcing it to retreat at the very least. Going to secure some VP control. Over's trying to come around the side. Look how badly they're getting minced by all those LMGs. People's coming around the side. Will they be able to finish them off? Not quite. My sight being blocked. Oh, and there's a Calliope as well. Oh, oops. I got too excited there. The camera controls. Doesn't quite get the wipe, but pretty good first strike for Calliope. Almost hit Vet1 off that one barrage. Well, not almost, but for 3 kills, that's a lot of veterancy. Shows how much damage he did. Oh, down goes that machine gun. Okay, another Katyusha on the retreat point. And the Allies seem to be fighting back now. This mass indirect fire strategy does seem to be getting them a bit of... Oh no, there goes A half track. Didn't quite retreat it out of the line of sight of the JP4. Does seem to be gaining... Oh, but look at this sneaky maneuver. Down goes the brain carrier. And a pretty decent push coming over here from DedoStorm. Finally, they're like, oh, I've had enough of this garrison. Let's get rid of it. That Vickers, that Vet 3 Vickers in there. Covering the entire map, basically. What's going on? Panther coming in. He's feeling bold. Could take down the half track here. Half track takes 1 shot. 9 tank guns nearby. Fireflies a little bit out of the way. There goes the half track. Panther takes quite a lot of damage, but it's going to get away. More rocket artillery. Looks like it forced some retreats. Oh, 3 Katyushas! This is extremely risky. They don't have any mine stout. If these get flanked, they'll die so easily. Another Katyusha barrage at long range on the forward base. Doesn't quite get Duffman's infantry. He's not getting very good luck on these Katyusha scatters, honestly. Now targeting this squad over here. Oh, gets pretty good hits that time. Yeah, that was much better. Another push down this side from DedoStorm though. With all those LMGs, those Tommies are standing their ground quite nicely. And here come... Oh, why doesn't he chase? All he had to do is get like 2 more penetrating hits off there. I think I probably would have tried to chase to at least to here. I think he probably could have got the kill. Does he have hammer? No, he doesn't have hammer. It's important because, you know, hammer allows you that extra line of sight when you land a shot on a tank. But without hammer, maybe he would have lost sight of the Panther, maybe wouldn't have been able to get those last 2 hits in. Some assault artillery coming in for Duffman. Ooh, that didn't do anything. I was like, oh, that was a direct hit. No. No, it wasn't. Another half track. Another half track. And it hit there too so quickly. That must be from that old shared veteran. See, there has been a lot of combat over here. We've got some zeroing artillery coming in. But this does require line of sight to work. Which maybe the Panther's coming in to try and provide. Panther really wants to kill those Katyushas. Man, there's 4 of them. Panther going on the flank of all flanks. Here it comes. But it gets spotted by the machine gun bug. He thinks perhaps the Katyushas are going to be in base. And this could be the time for the Fireflies to get the kill. Panther blitzes. Fireflies all bounce that critical shot. That could be enough to allow the Panther to escape. Oh! Oh! That was so close! Oh, but the Panther, he stopped for a second. I don't think one rocket stunned. But oh, there goes the Panther. And it looks like both of the Fireflies are going to escape. Both of them hitting Vet 2 now. And as you know, once you hit Vet 3, the plus 80 main gun damage on these makes them just probably the best tank destroyer in the game. Absolutely insane.
A capture point is being overrun.
But that was a critical time for DedoStorm. Probably pretty close to his King Tiger. King Tiger would be nice. But a Panther support, look at that wipe! Oh man, that was a huge Calliope barrage. He brought it right up to the front lines for that one as well. Looks like there was 7 kills there. A lot of damage as well. But that is a Jagdtiger for Duffman. Will he have watched Micro Tips and Tricks 10? Will he be using the APC-BC-HE shells? Only time will tell. Oh, down goes one of the anti-tank guns. Jagdpads are coming back in. Sherman could be in... Oh, both the anti-tank guns go down. Didn't notice these 2 squads flanking in here. That looks like somebody at the end of the Sherman needs to use smoke. No smoke. Oh. Fair propaganda forced those squads away, but too late. The damage has been done. Looks like he's going to try to stick around and kill this anti-tank gun. Or just forgot to retreat, perhaps. So that's troubles for Sturmpanther. Looks like he's going to go for a Jackson instead of another Sherman. Trying to kill that mine there instead of sweeping it. Oh, penals! No, they're alright. Oh, it looks like the flame burst actually did end up destroying it. So here comes Crocodile. And Firefly's in support. Panther got to be careful. Panther could go down here. No, this one's behind the building. More rocket artillery, this time on this forward base. Looks like he had to retreat all the way back to base because of it. Ran over this mine, but having those engineers nearby is not going to be too much of an issue. Should allow the allies to cap again. Access down to 250 VPs. Now using the breakthrough, allowing for the faster decap. Obers going forward. JT looking menacing over there, pointed towards this area. Oh, bundle grenades going in. Where are the penals? So the back and base. All reinforcing. Blackstorm just doesn't have the manpower. He's been using that rapid conscription nicely. Perhaps he should just toss one of his conscript squads into these penals to reinforce them here. Save himself a bit of manpower. Do those conscripts have anti-tank grenades? They do. Okay, that is very good. You just have those snares on tap because obviously the British player doesn't have those snares. So I mean, if you had only penals, you have to rely on those sticky satchels, which you can't really rely on, can you? Conscripts ooh-ahing in, trying to mass anti-tank grenade here. Looks like it's gonna work. Oh man, it's so hard to keep track of where all this rocket artillery is flying. Looks like on the central VP this time, and over here. I don't know, was on his own units? Seems like it. Axis having trouble securing the VPs. Panther going forwards. He's spotted by the Croc. Oh, with the JT dished out a big hit. Just got 2 kills already. 2 infantry kills. Used the APC BC shells. I'm not sure if he was using the double tap. I wasn't quite paying enough attention there, but probably was. Or at least attempting to. Okay, in comes the Sturmpanther. Probably going to get shot down after the first run, but that's what happens when you play against OKW. And goes after the ISG. Ooh! Action! King Tiger could be in trouble. Fireflies. Backing away. Bouncing. Going back in. The low health one seems to be at the front. Not sure about that. Panther coming around here. Trying to dish it out with his machine gun. Knowing that the Fireflies are on the other side of the map. Safe to do so. The Allies got a triple cap running. Axis getting low on Veeps. Oh. And in comes a big old flank. 2 Raketans and a Panther. One of the Fireflies, the low health one, went down. Yeah, Panzer 4 coming forwards now. This thing also gets super nasty with Vet. Gains its plus to health. Oh, but that goes down to the bazookas. Bit of revenge there. And now the Panther's just going ham. Looks like it took down one Katyusha? I'm not sure. No, was that was a half track, wasn't it? But it could be about to go down. Crocodile trying to chase it down. It's got its rear arm exposed. Even the Crocodile's gun can penetrate that. And there it goes. Its tank gun actually cleans it up. Chaos! Chaos! This is chaotic stuff. Now this other Panther's going in. Sticky Satchel? Oh, but he kind of backfired and loses his own squad. Oh no! Okay, Firefly coming in, but he's got to be careful. He still will get 2 hit by that JT. Conscripts leading the charge though. Providing good sight. And there's the Sturm Tiger. Late doctrine selection from DedoStorm. It's going to be the Sturm Tiger. Oh man, those Obers now hitting Vet 4. Got the suppression. Not quite on target there. Still got 4 kills. Oh, sticky satchel on the JT. Oh, it doesn't even snare it. It's got so much health. It doesn't hit the threshold there, even with the high damage satchel. Oh, look at that incendiary grenade just shredding all those conscripts. Oh, man. No. Oh, he lost one of them. He's got to lose one of them more. Not like this. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think he's run out of micro here. He's playing a very stressful game trying to keep 4 Cachuchas alive against this marauding panther. Or these marauding panthers. Okay, so we've got a Jackson. Got some bazookas. Got an anti-tank gun. So Sturmpanther's alright. Can use take aim. Give him a bit more line of sight. Very useful in this kind of lane. But he's locked down that right hand side VP quite effectively. M1 hitting Vet 2 now. Jackson trying to play the 60 range game can be quite tough to do so. He needs to use take aim though to give himself some sight. And a bit of extra range as well. The sight's the most important thing. Calliope going in on the forward retreat point. Doesn't do too much though, just kills the medics. Action over here. Crocodile pushing forwards. Sturm Tiger's on hand. JT coming around from the side. The Sturm Tiger lands a shot. This could be the end of the croc. Looks like he tried to use the... no, it looks like they're already active. Now the double Fireflies stuns the Sturm Tiger. Sturm Tiger could go down here. Fireflies closing in. One of them's closing in. And the Sturm Tiger's going to be able to get away. What? He's playing very defensively with these Fireflies. There was a missed opportunity there. Oops. Oh man. Panther's Vet 2. Gets that health bonus. More rapid conscription from Blackstorm. Ooh, that's gonna be... no, I thought it was a bundle. Let's try to force all those squads away. Crocodile getting frisky again, going forward. Sturm Tiger lining up a shot. Could this be the end? No, he cancelled it and repositioned it, and then he cancelled it again. Double SU-85s late in the game. I probably would have gone for mass T-34s here myself. I feel like just throwing them in, throwing them away. Just they're so cheap. I feel like they probably need something to just get in there, get some flanks on these heavy tanks, just some expendable tanks. Leave the anti-tank duties to those Fireflies, which are a bit more maneuverable due to their turrets. Quite hard to use the SU-85 against the JT. Just always never works. Oh, he's just sat it there. And now it's going to die because it's not on prioritized vehicles, giving away its position by firing its squads. No, it's away. Close call. But Axis draining out on the VPs here. The guys have maintained just locked this right hand side VP down so effectively. That forward ambulance play was very impressive. Oh, and down goes that Ricketten. And this JT I feel like hasn't been that effective. The others have been doing a good job of trying to avoid the center with their tanks to play around it. Oh, this Crocodile roasting these obers. Nom 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 nom. He wants to take them down. Oh, one of the rockets misses. And then the follow-up misses as well. Oh, that's unfortunate. That could have been the end of the Panther. Could still be the end of the Panther. He's chasing. He's blitzing away though. Here comes the JT. Down goes the Panther. JT wants to get some revenge. Doesn't have the munitions for the double tap. It looks like a walking Stuka just charged into enemy territory. What was that? Okay, JP4, fresh JP4, going after the crocodile. He wants revenge. Crocodile has so much health though. Probably going to be able to get the kill. Just gotta hope he doesn't die in return. Yeah, crocodile goes down. But with the triple cat running, the Axis seem to have run out of infantry. All that rocket artillery's piled up. And they lost their walking Stuka, lost a few Panthers, so they're going to call GG there. And what a good game it was. Oh, another good rocket artillery. Let's take a quick count of these Katyushas. 8, 12, 11, 16. I mean, nothing too ridiculous, but I mean, all added up together, it's pretty good score there. How about this? Where's the Calliope? 34 by itself. By itself, it's about as good as 3 Katyushas. Well, that was a really good game. That was really nice teamwork over here with the forward ambulance. Sturmpanther locked this down with the tank traps, with the wire. Did a really good job over here. As I said, I was kind of a little bit surprised they didn't go for one like early walking Stuka from one of these guys, but they did use their forward retreat points well, switching from side to side. Some really nice flanks through here, which caused quite a lot of damage, took down some tanks. But there was some really nice Firefly usage by Red Terror, sniping down quite a few Panthers. And that stern target really did just about nothing for DedoStorm. Perhaps he would have been better served going for a King Tiger instead. Because he had the resources for it, I'm pretty sure. Just about. Could have saved for it pretty easily. I think he had the fuel. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.